The air in Philadelphia crackles with anticipation, and it's not just the midsummer warmth that's turning heads. Something far more exciting is on the horizon. The NFL season, that bear of a beast we all respect and fear, is crouching at the doorstep, ready to pounce. For Eagles fans, this time of year is nothing short of electric, a feeling that vibrates beneath the skin and hums through the veins of the city. Training camp is locked in to begin on July 22nd, and every fan from South Philly to the leafy streets of Chestnut Hill feels the countdown in their bones. It's as if the whole town has collectively held its breath, waiting for that first day back on the field where padded warriors and coaches locked in their helmets converge to chase one singular dream: greatness. Imagine waking up that morning with a presentiment that today is different, that something profound is unfolding. Somewhere on Cherry Street or Broad, someone's tuning into the latest updates, hoping to hear that the team has hit the ground running, no pun intended. Coaches are circling the field, veteran leaders are already capping off their warm-ups with that practiced ease, and rookies are wide-eyed, devouring every play, every detail. For 7 days straight, this ritual of discipline and discovery will repeat, building bricks in the foundation of the season to come. It's more than just throwing a football or running a route. It's the forging of unity, the sharpening of tools, the cultivation of belief that this year might just be different. Better, stronger, more unstoppable than before. Then comes August 7th, and with it, the preseason opener against the Cincinnati Bengals. This isn't the regular season spotlight. It's more intimate, faster to dissect, easier to critique. But make no mistake, for the players, it's as real as it gets. That first drive, that opening snap carries the weight of expectation and the urgent desire to prove worth. Coaches watch like hawks. How sharp are the reads? How explosive the routes? How dynamic the defense? Every block counts. Every yard gained is a whisper of promise. And in the midst of that hum, fans sit on the edge of their seats, scanning the stat sheet, looking for flashes. A rookie stepping up, a veteran snapping to life, a new scheme clicking, if only for a moment. 3 days later, on August 10th, a gift arrives for the faithful. Lincoln Financial Field will throw open its gates for the Eagles' sole open practice of the preseason. For many, that's the highlight reel of the summer. The chance to feel the crunch of pads, the echoing cadence of coaches barking calls, the raw, unfiltered effort of men pushing their bodies in pursuit of excellence. It's the smoke, the grit, the soundtrack to training camp distilled into live experience. You can see it in the clench of a quarterback's jaw, the breath heaving in a running back's chest, the hurricane spin of a receiver's route. This is football stripped to its essence. And through it all, you catch hope in the eye of every person there. The college kid thinking, maybe one day that'll be me. The grandfather in green and white telling his grandson, I was here in '76 too? The young family making new traditions. This field, this city, this fandom, it's all converging, and for a few hours, it's pure, unfiltered unity. But as August stretches on, the real shine of the moment builds toward the regular season opener, a night that will forever belong in the annals of Eagles lore. It's a crescendo unlike any other, the raising of the Super Bowl 59 banner, draped across Lincoln Financial Field, a dazzling testament to triumph. The stadium will quake when the caps of those rings catch the lights above, and a wave of cheers will swallow whoever dares make noise inside. Legendary is the word people will whisper, but tonight is more than that. Tonight is communal pride given flesh, bright and unmissable, and against the Dallas Cowboys, no less. The game begins in earnest. The echoes of rivalry, the sting of past defeats, the opportunity to start anew. It all fuses into this night. Forget about preseason stats or practice chatter. This is when a city looks at its heroes and asks, are we ready to do it again? One season, one new attempt at immortality. The journey begins with those first thuds in training camp, the shouts of set and go, the foundation. Stones! Then the opening preseason, the spark of live competition, followed by the public practice, where the raw stuff of dreams is mixed and molded by sweat and will. Finally, the regular season kickoff, spotlight glaring, destiny beckoning, hearts racing, and the sense that every step taken along this path, Every breath caught at the banner raising is building towards something bigger, a championship narrative thrust into the hands of wide receivers, running backs, linemen, coaches, and a city that refuses to be anything but championship caliber. So wherever you are, tie your laces tight. Whether you're watching from a bar in Mana Young, tailgating outside the Link, or listening from dozens of feet away, remember that July 22nd isn't just training camp, it's the rebirth of something grand. Every yard gained, every sack recorded, every touchdown chunked down the field carries the weight of expectation, but also possibility. There's no rewind from this point on. The Eagles are rising, molded in the summer heat, shaped for glory. The first whistle is coming, and with it, the first opportunity to show the world. This city is still hungry, still proud, still chasing. That dream in the sky, the countdown could not be more thrilling, more visceral, more essential. The pads will hit, the crowd will roar, and the season we've been waiting for will be underway. No score matters until that banner is raised, and no promise is whispered until the first drive is snapped. But trust this, everything that matters, the blood, the sweat, the cheers, the heartbreak, lies in wait on that field, just a few steps away. This is when the legend begins again. And while the excitement for kickoff builds to a fever pitch, there's an undeniable curiosity stirring among Eagles fans. A curiosity fueled by speculation, analysis, and that eternal barbershop debate, in which team, past or present, would come out on top in a head-to-head clash of titans. That conversation kicked into overdrive this offseason with the simple but provocative question: who would win in a matchup between the two most iconic squads in Eagles history, the 2017 Super Bowl champions and the reigning 2024 title holders? It's not just a fun hypothetical. It's a litmus test of how far this franchise has come and how deep its well of greatness really runs. The 2017 team, with its underdog story and fairy tale finish, will forever be etched in memory. Doug Peterson, with his bold fourth down calls, a backup quarterback turned legend in Nick Foles, and a team that thrived in the face of adversity, proved that guts and unity can move mountains. But the 2024 team, well, they weren't riding emotion. They were dominating on every level. The latest champions didn't squeak past opponents or ride a wave of luck. They steamrolled their way through a gauntlet, culminating in one of the most lopsided Super Bowl victories the league has ever seen. They didn't just beat the Kansas City Chiefs, they buried them, ending a potential dynasty in the most emphatic way possible. It's the kind of win that doesn't just earn respect, it demands reverence. So, if you're stacking those rosters side by side, it's easy to see the temptation in picking the 2024 squad. Jalen Hurts is the engine of this new machine, dynamic, poised, unshakable. He commands an offense that is practically overflowing with elite talent, protected by a front line that ranks among the best in modern football. Lane Johnson still holds down the edge like a brick wall with cleats. Jordan Mailata continues to defy the odds as a monstrous presence on the left. Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens add the finishing touch to an offensive line that can both pave highways and hold firm against elite pass rushes. And then there's the skill positions. Saquon Barkley might be the most dangerous running back in football right now. Not just because of his strength and agility, but because of the way he fits into this scheme. Behind this line, with this quarterback, and these receivers stretching, the field, Barkley's game has reached an entirely new level. The kind of level that makes 2,000 rushing yards seem not only possible, but plausible. And he's not just running through defenders, he's running through history, doing what no back has done before. Add to that Devonta Smith's silky roots, A.J. Brown's brute force, and Dallas Goedert's versatility, and you've got a nightmare matchup at every level. But what about the defense? That's where some fans raise an eyebrow. After all, the 2024 Eagles did part ways with some big names this offseason. No more Josh Sweat, no more Brandon Graham, no more C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But what the team might have lost in experience, they've gained in youthful potential and speed and energy and a sort of hunger that can't be coached. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be one of the most shocking and talked about developments of the NFL offseason, whispers are growing louder around a potential blockbuster trade involving the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. According to sources close to both organizations, there's a strong rumor circulating that the Eagles have traded young edge rusher Nolan Smith in exchange for none other than TJ Watt, one of the league's most feared pass rushers and a former Defensive Player of the Year. While no official announcement has been made, insiders say the deal is all but done, and both teams are finalizing the details behind closed doors. If this trade goes through, it could send shockwaves throughout the league. TJ Watt, the heart and soul of the Steelers' defense, joining the stacked Eagles' front seven, it's almost too wild to believe, and yet the pieces may be falling into place. Nolan Smith, the Eagles' first-round pick in 2023, showed flashes of potential but struggled to find a consistent role behind veterans like Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat. Philadelphia's aggressive front office, always looking to win now, may have decided that the opportunity to acquire a generational talent like Watt was simply too tempting to pass up. For Pittsburgh, moving on from Watt would signal the beginning of a new era. Though controversial, it may be a calculated risk, gaining a young, high-upside talent in Smith, potentially saving cap space, and resetting their defense with a longer-term perspective. Still, fans across the NFL are reacting with a mix of disbelief and curiosity. Could TJ Watt really be suiting up in midnight green next season? Would Smith thrive under Mike Tomlin's guidance and grow into a new defensive cornerstone for the Steelers? No one knows for sure. But if there's one thing that's clear, it's that this potential trade has already lit a firestorm of speculation. As training camp looms, all eyes are now on Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. This could be the beginning of something historic, or just another offseason rumor spiraling out of control. Either way, it's a story worth watching. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.